An average of 50 million people in the US in 2022 suffer a form of depression, and roughly 4.91% of that population are suffering from severe depression. More than half of the people who experience some form of depression don't seek out help for their disorder in fear of some types of prejudice, discrimination, or certain stigma surrounding mental health issues. This is a major issue in our society, with about 4.58% of adults reporting of having suicidal thought, and what depression needs is more social awareness and understanding. In today's video, we want to explore some of the things you can do when battling depression. Depression comes in different forms, so this list is not a one-size-fits-all. The best solution is always to reach out to professionals who have experience in helping others overcome their disorders. So without further ado, here are some of the things you can do when battling depression. Number 1. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Reach out to someone you are comfortable with. By opening up with someone, it will make you feel less self-isolated, and when talking to someone supportive and who understands you, it could really help put things into perspective. If you do not have someone who you are comfortable enough to talk to, then consider talking to a therapist. These trained professionals have the knowledge and experience in this area, and together you can come up with treatment plans that will help you overcome your disorder. Number 2. Don't put yourself down. Recognizing that negative thoughts fuel your depression is an important step in overcoming it. Try to focus your thoughts and energy on all the good things you have in this world. Remember, you are good enough. Also, don't bring yourself down by comparing yourself to others. Remember, another person's success is not your failure. Find things you can do to clear your mind. Most importantly, always be thankful for what you do have. Once you change your thoughts, you can change your world. Number 3. Give yourself a break from social media. There are studies and theories of how social media platforms like Instagram are causing people to experience lower self-esteem, especially those among young adults and teenagers who are seeing their friends and idols post perfect pictures and thinking that's how life should be. We need to recognize that social media is a mirage, and remember, people only show you what they want you to see. Life is not always as glamorous as it seems on Instagram. If social media is starting to make you feel bad or is causing you to have low self-esteem, then maybe it's time to give it a break. Number 4. Don't isolate yourself from the world. It is okay to give yourself some time to figure things out, but don't let depression lead to social isolation. Depression has that negative influence on people. It makes you feel alone, and it makes you want to be alone, but that is the complete opposite of what you should do. Instead, surround yourself with people who lift you up and those who are genuinely there to help you. Consider finding small ways to be of service to others. Maybe find a charity to be part of or do some volunteer work. Participating in charitable work and events will give you a strong sense of joy and purpose. Number 5. Don't let it impact your job. Depression left untreated could have adverse effect on your job performance. For example, when you start missing deadlines and experience loss in productivity, or even being absent entirely. Consider talking to your manager or HR department about your problem. Now, I know that may sound frightening, and people will be hesitant to speak up in fear of reprisal, judgment, or self-shame, but the truth is more and more companies are becoming aware of the real issues surrounding mental illness and work burnouts. According to newly released data by Forbes, the risks of depression in Americans have risen by 100% since February 2020. It is also important to understand the laws around depression in the workplace. Mental illness is protected by American with Disabilities Act, which means you can't legally be discriminated against because of your depression or any other mental illness. Companies are becoming more aware and equipped in helping employees tackle depression in the workplace, and reaching out to someone in management or HR is the first step to getting the correct support and help. Number 6. Don't ignore your problems thinking they will just magically disappear. Whatever the problems may be, it will not simply resolve itself just because you choose to ignore it. Ignoring your problems is risky and could potentially unravel onto something more serious. Life is stressful and sometimes it can be overwhelming. Learn how to manage those problems and take it one step at a time. Number 7. Try to avoid unhealthy food. Your body and organs respond to what you eat and drink. Your brain is no different. Your brain requires certain vitamins such as vitamin C, D, and B, and also minerals such as magnesium, selenium, and zinc to function properly. Eating too much processed food causes inflammation, which is a risk factor for those battling depression. Not to mention, too much junk food will make you feel lazy and unproductive. Instead, you should practice eating food that are rich in vitamins and glucose that derives from healthy, complex carbohydrate. Number 8. Don't sloth away. Try to create a routine to give yourself a sense of accomplishment. Exercise regularly. There has been many studies that shows exercising eases symptoms of depression and anxiety. Establish a rigid sleep schedule. People with inadequate sleep is 10 times more likely to experience symptoms of depression, so make sure you get enough sleep each night. A good night's sleep will help you feel brand new and refreshed in the morning, ready to tackle all your tasks the next day. Number 9. Don't put your life on hold. There is still so much to do in life, and so many things we have not experienced yet. Don't let your depression be the reason you put your life on hold. Embark on new adventures. Start a new hobby. Travel. Climb that mountain. Give yourself short-term obtainable goals and complete those. This way it will give you a strong sense of accomplishment and ultimately help you realize that if you just take it one step at a time, you can accomplish anything you set your mind to. Don't forget to give yourself credit for doing so. Number 10. Take a break from your phone and other electronic device. Sedentary behaviors are strongly linked to depression. Studies show that teenagers that spend more time looking at screens are more likely to experience symptoms related to depression. Also, don't let screen time distract you from real-life interactions and important tasks by being too attached to your device. Too much screen time, especially before bed, can interfere with the quality of sleep you are getting every night. Lastly, don't let technology be the distraction and repression from dealing with our emotions. Number 11. Don't forget about self-care. Your mental health is a priority, so don't forget to take care of yourself first. Go for a relaxing massage and facial treatment. Go on a hike to be in touch with nature. Plan a small getaway. Start a new book. Try journaling. Take on yoga or meditation. Most importantly, don't forget to give yourself plenty of positive self-talk. Number 12. Avoid caffeine and alcohol. Depending on how your body handles caffeine, sometimes drinking it can make you feel irritable. Caffeine only provides a temporary stimulus boost, so for people feeling depressed it may give them major mood swings. It's true that drinking small amount of alcohol can help relieve stress and anxiety. However, people who are feeling depressed may experience more severe episodes of depression when consuming alcohol. Also, look out for early signs of dependency, which could potentially lead to alcohol abuse and other related problems. Number 13. Most importantly, don't lose faith. There is hope, even as your brain tells you there isn't. Prioritize your mental health issues. Don't let your mental health define who you are. It's okay to feel vulnerable and low at times. It doesn't make you weak, it just makes you human.